I'm going to attempt to film this using my Dutch oven, which is going to be a challenge. I'm going to put in a blend of olive oil and avocado oil. They actually use grapeseed oil, but I'm trying to use what I have. I had avocado oil. What did I do with it? I just had it here. I'm not being very organized. Where's my avocado? My avocado oil. I have like the spray version. Oh, that's great. You'll have to excuse me here. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna. I think this will give it an interesting flavor. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm kind of blending avocado oil with olive oil. Okay. I had the spray version there. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead. It's a medium-high heat in a Dutch oven. Add the cumin and the turmeric. So that's going to be 1 teaspoon of, lower the heat, 1 teaspoon of cumin. First time I've made this, this is an Indian dish. Oh, come on, don't be, It looks like I'm getting off to a very good start here. For a couple seconds. Cumin and turmeric. That would be half teaspoon of ground turmeric. I've already prepared the ingredients ahead of time. I forgot to tell you. Approximately half a teaspoon here. That's about half a teaspoon right there. Okay, let's go ahead and that's enough. Alright, now sizzle for 30-40 seconds, add the onion and saute until the onion is tender. There's the onion. Okay. Smells like Indian food. And what I did is I assembled the ingredients ahead of time. This is bite-sized cauliflower, about 10 ounces. I chopped up some Roma tomatoes. I'm going to make it kind of Italiano. Let's see. I didn't follow the recipe exactly for the ginger and the garlic. I smashed the garlic and chopped it up. The recipe calls for grated garlic. Smells Indian. I think I'm going to put a little bit more avocado oil in here. Yep. It'll give it a nice flavor. Alright. I'm actually using less oil than the recipe calls for. Trying not. I'm at my dream weight and I'm going to try and stay there. I think the avocado oil will give it a nice flavor. It doesn't say you have to use grapeseed oil. It just says to use a neutral oil. So I thought the combo of avocado and olive would work good. I have extra virgin olive oil in here. So I'm kind of like creating my own Indian-Italian recipe. Though it's basically Indian, okay? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and keep cooking the onions there. Saute the onions until translucent, about 4 to 5 minutes. Now I'm omitting the green chili. I do not want jalapenos. I like my food to be mild. So I'm leaving out the jalapenos, the serrano, and all that stuff. I'm leaving all that out. I do not want that. And they do recommend if you're making this for children to leave that out. So I guess you can consider me like a kid, okay? I do not like that much spice. It's going to be spicy enough. It's going to have tons of onion, tons of garlic, and it's going to have garam masala, which is pretty spicy. So yeah, that's spicy enough for me. Yeah. So I'll let you know how I like it when I'm done. So let me see if I can show you what it looks like there. See, there it is. Yeah. Nice yellow color. I like that. Looks Indian, all right. So, yeah, I can't. You know what? I might be able to, if I can like get something underneath this. If I could get something to hold that there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to film and do this at the same time. Smells Indian, I'll say that much for it. Alright. Now there was one, they say that some people like to parboil the potatoes. And I thought I might do that, but I think it'll taste better if I don't. It looks like they're going to kind of slow simmer cook this thing. And I already chopped the potatoes really small. So, which reminds me, I need to drain the potatoes. They've been soaking here. Let me go ahead and do that. So when I get to this step, I'm going to be throwing in some water anyway, so. Which is good. It probably could use a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Well, when that time comes in. Alright. Alright, I think the onion's cooked enough. So now add the garlic and ginger. Here we go. What I did, they recommend you skin your ginger, but I'm using frozen ginger, and I didn't feel like buying new ginger just for this since so I just threw in the garlic and the ginger, and now you just kind of stick it around until it smells real good. It is starting to smell good. Like I told you, they recommend grated garlic. I didn't want to waste garlic. So what I did is I smashed the garlic with the flat end of my chef knife, and then I chopped it. Yeah, I think it'll work. Yeah, too much good garlic. If you grated it, a lot of it doesn't end up. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. So what I did is I smashed it to try to make sure that the garlic flavor permeates the dish. I think it'll still be good. That's good enough. Alright, now let me go see, like I said, trying to film this. Alright. About 1 minute. Fold in the tomatoes. There's the tomatoes. Okay, so we're going to fold that in. Fold in the tomatoes. And I believe it says potatoes. Alright, let's go ahead and work on that. Now I was thinking of parboiling it, but I decided not to because I think the potatoes will absorb the flavor of everything better if they're if you put them in like this size. I tried to chop them small enough so that they'll cook anyway. But I can always add some water while it's cooking, you know? So. Okay, now, and the cauliflower. Okay. So it's going to be in here for about 30 to 45 minutes. this looks interesting. This is a vegetable dish. And like I said, I've been trying to go more vegetable. Let's go ahead and... What I'm going to do, though, is I can tell it's going to need a little bit of water. But let's put on a really tight cover, okay? And that's why I like the Dutch oven, because my cover for this is pretty airtight. And I'm going to add a little bit of water. I can tell it's going to need a little bit of water. So I'm going to add a little bit of water to make sure that those potatoes cook. That'll work. Okay. And cover it with a lid. Let's make sure. Oh, season with salt. Yeah, I can tell it will need some salt. So let's throw in some salt. Let's see here. Yeah, let's put a little bit of salt in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to need a little bit of salt. Not too much, but enough. That's good. All right. Salt. Okay, what I'm doing is swishing it around. I was thinking of parboiling it, but I decided against it because it's going to cook for 35 to 40 minutes. It's probably, and with a cover on it, this is probably going to cook just fine. I'm going to put a little bit more water in here. Yeah. Okay. Because I want the potatoes to absorb the flavors of everything in here. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm going to put the heat up just a bit. And let's put the cover on. And then I'm going to turn the camera off and we'll come back later. I bought a special spice from the Indian grocery store for this one. It's called Amchur powder or dry mango powder. And they sold it in this bag and I put it in a jar because they say that you want to store this in a cool, dry place, in a jar, something like a jar. And I already had some garam masala, so that's going to be, and I chopped some fresh cilantro. I was trying to keep my cilantro fresh, and I wrapped it in the top with a plastic bag. Don't do that, at least not if your refrigerator is as cold as mine. You see how I froze that there? But I was able to use this side. But yeah, I do try to store my herbs in jars like this. And they seem to do better, though I'm having trouble filming inside here, but yeah. Anyways, it's looking pretty good. I mean, look at this. That looks good. I'm going to lower the heat a bit. Yeah. So, I think it's worth mentioning that I cut the potatoes first before I did anything else, so I could soak them in water to kind of like keep them hydrated and make them cook better. Also, because I don't like my potatoes to brown, so I did cut the potatoes up first and then I soaked them in water. I figured if they soaked for about an hour, because it took me about an hour to prepare all the ingredients, it would kind of soften them, and it does seem like my strategy is working. Oops, you can't really see it real good because of the steam, but yeah, they're cooking nicely. Yeah, it looks like it's going to come out well. Okay, we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of the mango powder, or Amchur. Kind of like drizzle it over here. I bought that specifically for this. What I've tasted so far, I kind of checked it out. It's delicious. Never have. I love curry dishes, you know. And now the garam masala is next. That is kind of spicy. Like I said, I do not like spices. So that's going to be a half teaspoon. might just, you know what, I need to open this, hold on. They say to use a half teaspoon. I don't like spice, so I'm going to go a little less. I might give it the taste test and sprinkle some more on if it needs it. Let me kind of like spread it around here. Oops. Just turn off the heat. You're supposed to turn off the heat when you do this. This is dry mango powder with, and then I have some fresh cilantro. I'm going to give it the taste test and see if I need to give it more spunk. Like I said, I don't like too much spunk. So, yeah. Hold on a minute. There we go. I just wanted to give you a better close-up. That is what it is. Let me give the taste test here. Get it hot. Interesting. What I'm thinking. Should I add more garam masala? Nope. I think I did good. I was right. Like I said, I do not like spice. I did good to kind of cut back on that a little bit. It's pretty good. I like it. Let me throw in the cilantro now. There we go. Fresh cilantro. Some of it didn't go. It's kind of hard to do this when you're holding the camera. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright. There's the final product. I'm going to spread it around. Okay, I turned off the heat. So here's what it looks like. That looks good. Alright. Okay. This is it right here. And I'm going to try some. It's a little hot. It's good. It actually could use a little bit of salt, but that's easily solved. I like it. I like curry dishes anyways. Yeah, and like I said, the recipe called for jalapeno pepper, and I don't want that. It's spicy enough for me. It's good. I like it. So I will post it at my cooking channel, and the recipe is at my website.
In a world of secrets, where darkness reigns, there's a warrior rising, breaking free from chains. She's Gail Schuler, her heart's pure and strong. With the power of love, she'll right the world's wrongs. Yeah, fighting against the devil with order. She's the first, the passionate crusader. Stand by the side of your conquering.